What's up, guys? It's your boy Marcus back for another video on Spiritual Academy, and today we'll be talking about the truth about anime. Alright, y'all, so this video I already had before, okay? Y'all already know I had a whole nother channel that was like, I think it was like 200 subscribers like within a few months, right? And that channel was popping off, and one of the videos I had on the channel was called The Truth About Anime for the people who watch videos back then, right? For you guys, but I made this video a while back, and I was like, man, let me bring it back, because it had so many gems on there, it had so many good information and stuff like that. I even did a live stream, part 2 live stream. So, but yeah, truth about anime, y'all. All right, so you know, now in mainstream, everybody watching anime, right? They were watching more popular Demon Slayer, Naruto, DBZ, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody watching anime now when it's okay to watch it, right? It's cool to watch it now. It's cool to watch it now, right? But before, back in the 2000s, late 90s, it was just, especially when I was watching it, but back in the late 90s to 2000s, it was looked at as weird. It was looked at as, oh, you don't watch that, you're weird, you're right? But now everybody wanna watch it. Everybody wanna be, ooh, anime, I'm a weeb. Japan, oh my god, I love Japan, right? That's how everybody is now. But I feel like us growing up with anime, it's gonna get deep, y'all. We're gonna get deep today on this topic, okay? But growing up in anime, right? We all know about the TV program. We know what's going on with that, right? But these shows have so many good messages in it. Has so many, it's giving you hints and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like anime is like the more purest form you can get that, other than well, obviously purest form is going within, but from an outside experience, to watching something TV anime, I feel like was because it's becoming, with Disney getting involved with Netflix, now it's becoming less than what you used to be doing, right? It's okay though, but back in the day, it was genuine shit, and they were speaking facts because it wasn't so much constricted by the West, really. I would say not just the West, but I feel like in general now, it's like everybody turning out anime, you know, to the old animes where they had lessons in DBZ, Naruto, Bleach, you know what I'm saying? Even One Piece, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they have so many deep messages, and don't get me wrong, you know, it's still not good to indulge in like overindulge in certain things or be too focused on one thing, but I'm really gonna break it down about the truth, because growing up in these animes was really showing us how to tap into us. It was really showing us, because you know, when you're a kid growing up, when you're going through that stage, right? You're a kid, so you don't know. You're like, okay, boom, this is what it is. This is what it is. So it's like you have these shows that showing you, like, you can go and watch a movie. Movie got so much stuff in it, right? Movies and TV shows and shit like that, right? But anime, coming from a Japan state and not from the West, was completely different. It was completely different. That's why people was looking down on you. You watch anime, oh, you're weird. No, because a lot of us that watch anime who are on the spiritual journey, weird is good. Okay, we're all in our different things, so it didn't matter. But we're drawn to certain things that we're drawn to the truth. So we're drawn to certain things like TV shows, anime, and stuff like that, because they be shedding light. Let's say they was to start doing anime on the Western side, right? Avatar, even though it was animated in somewhere in Asia, right? But let's say Avatar, man. Avatar, one of the most spiritual shows. One of the most spiritual shows out there, literally telling you how to tap into yourself, how to clear your own chakras in the video, in the freaking thing. You know, so I'm like, okay, boom. But the Western really constricts how much they can tell you. So they'll throw a bunch of lies in there. Oh my god, it's so real, right? But on the Japan side, they don't really have that a lot of most. They do have constrictions. I would say people who's controlling the government over there, you know, higher ups, but not as bad as the West. The West is just ridiculous, right? Because they're always trying to control some shit. They're always trying to do this. They'll tell you some shit. Don't get me wrong. They will tell you shit. Okay, and movies and TV shows over here. But on the West, you're getting it at a raw form. You're getting it at a raw form. Like, there's no, oh yeah, make him, like, dude, it's ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. And this is, I want to talk about this today, and I have a few representations of animes I want to bring up, but boom, let's start off with the messages, right? Messages in anime. Don't get me started with Naruto. Okay, Naruto talks about the chi. The chakra is ki, is energy, is life force, just like DBZ. They tell you these things, right? DBZ, when he going Super Saiyan, that's him tapping into his chakras, tapping into his chakra energies or energy, right? That's him boosting up. It's look all the different colors. Super Saiyan blue, Super Saiyan red, and all these are chakra colors, my boy. And the higher you go in the chakras, the higher you ascend consciously. And they're literally telling you this shit in anime. They're telling you this shit so much. And just think about that. They dropped DBZ in the 80s, my boy. They dropped DBZ in the 80s. When the shit was less constricted then. The more, I feel like shit really started to become constricted towards the 90s. When we hit the 90s, they were times 10 on shit. Right? But it was okay in the 90s and the 2000s. Like, it was still bad. Obviously, it was still like, oh my god, we have to go through the program. It was so much, right? But compared to now, 2000s was a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Like 2000s, late 90s was a safe haven. You know, people can leave their door open at night type shit. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't mean they do it. But that's just, it was more safer in those areas. Now with all the shit going on, all the programming going on, it's just wild. But, you know, Dragon Ball Z is you tapping into your chakras, your inner energy, right? Naruto, this man literally meditated, connected to his shadow self. Let me throw that photo up. Okay, connected to his shadow self. He was literally doing shadow work in that episode. Literally doing shadow work in that episode. Literally telling you, dude, you have to face that shadow. He hooked. You see what he did in that video? Go back. Watch Naruto again with the open eyes and really see what they're trying to tell you, because they're telling you everything you need to know. These shows have so many messages in them, y'all. Like, I'm not saying go crazy. They watching me all day. No, right? Because you have to have a balance. That's something with me. Like, when I get constricted, oh, I'm in the balance. Oh, okay. My whole day, I'm good, right? To 5, 6 o'clock is my leisure. 6 to 9 is my leisure time. Whether I play games, you know what I mean, little YouTube. That's just what I do. Because that's my leisure time. But then 10 hours out that day, when I wake up to 5, I'm working. I'm yoga, meditating. This is what I do, because most of my focus, most of my time of the day need to be focused on where I want to go. But talk about the messages in anime. And, you know, and it just have so many good messages in it, okay? So, it's so much. We have rom-coms, Toradora, Rent-A-Girlfriend, Domestic Girlfriend. Man, it's so many different anime. But let's talk about the ones that we've grown up with. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, the 90s anime, right? The 90s and the 80s anime. The movies, you know what I'm saying? Spirited Away, like, that's my first anime. I think that's my first anime I've ever watched. Spirited Away was my first anime movie. Still an anime, right? That was the first thing I watched, like, that got me kind of into that. And I remember watching Dragon Ball Z and Naruto in the early 2000s, like 2004 or 5, right? In that area when I was in, like, transitioning into middle school at the time. But, you know, these shows really tell you, like, bro, you can believe in yourself. You can do whatever you want to do, right? I mean, and even with Goku and DBZ, was, you know, going into the Dragon Balls, fighting people, and like, he was strong, like, you know what I'm saying? As a kid, it just let you know you can really do anything, bro. And like, that's the thing, it's like, they make you feel like you can't in the world. Oh my god, even certain songs and music, like, oh, like the Notorious B.I.G. song, Sky's the Limit. Love that song, but the sky is not the limit. You know what I'm saying? The sky is just, that shit ain't no limit. You can go right past that sky. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no limit. You know what I'm saying? So, but that was just really big for me. I feel like the anime that impacted me the most growing up, Naruto was for me. Naruto, like, that's what I watched. After school, watching Naruto. You know what I'm saying? I'd be Naruto running in a freaking, recess, 5th, 4th grade recess. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like people using hand signs. These hand signs are mudras. They're mudras. They're literally doing mudras in front of your face and saying this is ninja. These are mudras. Powerful mudras, right? Now, I'm not saying they're actual mudras, but they're imitating mudras, right? And we all know that when you use chakra, let's say he's tuning the chakra, right? Because you could do this. You could do this. Like I remember meditating one time and using this mantra. Using this mudra, and closing my eyes, and I felt like an energy surge. Like I felt it. So the mudras we can use for energy. It's just we have to tune back into it, not only doing the hand signs, but focusing on what we need to focus on to like activate the energy. And I feel like Naruto really showed like, dude, you can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, go back. He was literally, before he was about to unlock Kurama, when he was about to unlock Kurama fully, like, well, not like the Sage of Six Path Kurama Lake mode, but like the base Kurama Lake, the base Kurama mode, before he had to go meet his mom to unlock that, to unchain Kurama, and, you know, but that's what it was like. He was hugging his shadow. That was his shadow. The shit that he just didn't want to deal with, him growing up and how he was treated, like, he hugged his shadow, and it became him, because that's shadow work right in front of you. Right? The pain, the anguish you feel as a kid growing up that has no direction. So it's just going everywhere, and you saw it bursting out and doing, you know what I'm saying? And it's literally showing you. This man is tapping into sage mode. He has to meditate on top of this rock. Right, he's tapping into himself to unlock the sage energy, right? And I'm getting like more of this shit is like divine energy, like different divine energies that we actually have in this realm. But they put it in shows and act like it's fantasy. This shit ain't no fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This shit is not no fantasy. Like this man, the demon was signed Kurama, right? That's that power within you, dude. That's how powerful you are, and that wasn't sharing anything. And then don't even get me started on the Sharingan, bro. Because the Sharingan, I've heard the Sharingan is trying to imitate the melanated eye, and how powerful the melanated eye is. But go within on that. But it's just the Sharingan, boom, you can, it's like a genjutsu, your eyes, right? Because your eye, understand that your eyes are portals, my God. Like, they're portals. And what you watch, you allow in your consciousness. You allow into your vessel. That's why they say watch what you're consuming, what you listen to, what you're eating, and what you're watching, right? Because it's important. Then I mean, oh, bro, cut off everything. I'm just going to, you know, like, okay, take your time off. Yes, take that time off too. You know what I'm saying? But get the message. Get the message that's in this anime. Like, we don't even get me into this rom-coms over-sexualize women in these shows. Oh, there's so many rom-coms. Don't even get me started, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, y'all. It's so much. Chihaya Furu, like I said again, Rent a Girlfriend, Toradora. It's so much, y'all. I don't even want to get into that. One Piece is my favorite anime. Okay, top tier. And then next is Naruto, whatever. But One Piece, even shows you in One Piece, like, don't get me wrong, like, all these shows do serve some type of agenda, right? From the higher ups, because they put in these agendas. So even in One Piece, when they, if y'all remember in One Piece, they split Luffy them up from the crew, and where Brook went, they were like, all hail, you know, in the show. And just let you know, like, these people are actually worshiping these beings, right? To make their show popular, but there's messages in it. Get the message and don't be so hung up on the agenda. Don't get stuck, right? Oh my God, it's such a good show, but why? What's the agenda behind it? What's the message? How can you get the message and improve your own life? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, like, I watch a couple episodes of One Piece. It's just about how much are you watching it and what's your intention, right? Because don't get me wrong, like, I don't even watch anime that much anymore. Like, I know I just looked up my anime list today and was like, oh, final season of Attack on Titan is, you know, it's coming. I'm like, alright, boom. I haven't watched that shit since season 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I think I seen some of season 5. But yeah, I'm like, okay, I haven't seen My Hero Academia since season 4. I have not watched anime like that, y'all. Like, the last time I watched anime was like 2 weeks ago, and I watched like maybe like 8 episodes of a brand new one that was like, okay, this cool, and an episode of One Piece. That was pretty much it. Like, I don't really watch anime that much. Like, to me, I would be like, okay, I'm watching this anime this season. We got, okay, lined up. Like, that's what I would do, right? But it's another show that popped up to me Horimiya. If y'all throw up a screenshot here, Horimiya. That show is good. That show is a good show. I like that show. But it's just these are messages in this. Even the show. What's that show? Oh my gosh. It'll come back to me. I'll pop it up if I can remember. But it was a show where these people oh, it's like on the tip of my tongue, y'all. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but it was like this show where these people, it was this group of boys and girls, and a few of them liked each other, you know, like a rom-com type of situation. But they switched bodies, and basically, not like forever, but they switch bodies throughout. And it's like they get the experience, like, oh, this is how you feel. This is how, oh man, like, okay, so this dude liked the guy I like, you know what I'm saying, like that type of jump. But it was just like that show was wild because it was like a lot of rom-coms, y'all. A lot of rom-coms isn't bad, bro, but it's like most rom-coms are, bro, because they just over-sexualize women and they over-sexualize everything, especially in anime. The whole, oh my god, what's that show come up? I just was looking at it on my anime list. Where is it at, man? Let me go to I'm watching it right now. Okay, you got 3D Kanoja girl. What anime was that? Oh my gosh, it's on here. I know it is, y'all. I'm gonna find it. Give me a second, because I'm like, nah, I have to find it. Oh, I can't even remember it. Whatever. But it's just a lot of ones like that over sexualize people, and it's just wild, y'all. Fruits baskets I like, but those are really like they have few that's like that actually has meaning to it. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlotte. Y'all remember Charlotte? Charlotte was a great one. I think they took it off of Netflix now, but like it's so many good ones too that has a lot of good messages. Like I'm telling y'all, Blue Period. I'll pop it up here. Blue Period is an art anime. I love Blue Period. Like that show it just throws you like the emotion in there, and like it for people who like us, like who grew up so-called weird, who grew up outcasted, black sheep. Like don't feel weird, dude. Like that's just the thing. This is the thing. It's like when you're vibrating low. When we were vibrating low back then, like it can affect you. It can affect you heavy, right? But if you're vibrating higher, like we're vibrating higher now, like it doesn't affect you as much. That don't mean you can watch a billion anime and just think it's okay. No, don't overindulge, right? Watch it every now and then. Like One Piece, I let the episodes like stack up like 4 episodes and just watch those 4 episodes in one day, right? But I feel like the message here, y'all, is it's a lot of different anime that has great messages in them. Okay, like I said, when I just said Blue Period. Don't get me started with Sword Art Online, because that's what they want to do, right? They want to make you, to put you on the Netgear and make you put you virtually, because they're trying to make everybody AI. Like we're not doing that, right? We're not going down that road, okay? Like we're definitely not. So I feel like it's just it's a lot of good shows, like Akame ga Kill, like that jump go hard. Love that show. But I feel like it was like, oh yeah, thank you. Oh my god, thank you for bringing it up. So Akame ga Kill, I talked about this in the first Truth About Anime. Akame ga Kill had the good people. The good people was Akame. The good people was in that group, okay? And the bad people was the government against them. That was the people that was in higher ups, right? And they had them sending their people to attack them. But the people that they were sending, like, they would just think they were doing some good for the country when they really wasn't. Because the people that in the Akame's group and in that group was really trying to like overthrow the higher ups, because they knew the bad things they was going through. Like, you know, I think the main character, which is still Akame, but the main character is this guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but it's this guy, and he came to the city with 2 of his friends, right? Really like brothers and sisters, like they grew up together, right? And it was like they had went missing. You know, they went missing, and the dude trying to find his friends, like, oh my god, my friends are dude. And then once he joined the comment, like an episode or 2 later, I'll have to go back and rewatch that anime. That was great. But Yeah, but he found his friends in like this dungeon. Like all newbies that comes in, they captured him in this dungeon, tortured him, and do all. Man, it was just wild. And he was like, "This is what the government is doing. This is what the higher ups was doing, and it's similar to real life." I've talked about it before. I'm not gonna go too deep. Y'all know, y'all understand. All right, you know, y'all understand. Okay, but I feel like the message here is that anime used to be, it's becoming less and less and less and less authentic than it used to be. But that's because it's so mainstream now. They've made it mainstream now. Disney got anime now. Woo, Disney? Like what y'all got going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Disney now, y'all. Disney got anime. Like what's that anime spirit? Freaking I can't even remember the name, but y'all know the anime when the dude have go back in time and he I'll throw it up here. I will throw it up here. But he went back in time and to save this girl that he liked, and this gang, he was trying to stop this gang from getting too big. Y'all know them Tokyo Revengers. Oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. Tokyo Revengers, dude. He was trying to go back in time to save this girl. He was going to this gang. He entered this gang, right? He went back to his like middle school, high school years. He joined this gang because he was trying to stop them before they got big enough to like, to take this girl life or whatever, like take this girl out, right? That already happened in the future, right? But her brother, I think her brother was still living, and he in the present time, he was like a detective. So once he figured out the dude that the main character had a crush on his sister, he's like, bro, and that he had powers to go back in time, bro, go back in time, change the gang so they won't be so popular to like, you know, take my sister out, you know. And it was like, bro, that's crazy, man. I wish I could throw the intro right here, but I know YouTube gonna be like, nah, fam, strike. So, but yeah, it's like, dude, listen, just watch the anime you're watching, bro, because there's a lot of anime out there that's great, that really gives you this, that really shows you things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, anime was more of a raw truth. It was more of a raw truth back in the day. It really was. Clannad. You know, like that's another anime. But it was really genuine and authentic, and you can actually get an emotional message out of it. You can get something that could shift your life. Like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of people out here who anime changed their life and how they view shit, and they elevated from that shit. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's just like now it's becoming more mainstream. Now Disney getting their hands on it. More of the West trying to create anime, and man, this is how you know anime is on the downfall now, because anime was not like this, bro. Okay, I got back into anime after I graduated in 2015. Right, I grew up like anime mid 2000s. I watched anime, Toonami, all that, right? But 2015, I got back into it. The first anime I got back into was Akame ga Kill, and this other anime I can't remember right now, but I started watching that, and then I got really into anime, going Darling in the Franxx, right? Let me get to that right now. Darling in the Franxx, my boy. Pop it up right here, okay? Because Darling in the Franxx talks about, it's just light, it's like a whole light being, y'all, in the show. Now I have it on my screen, okay? I have it on my phone right here, but I'm gonna put it up over here, okay? But it's like this light being, and I remember that it was like this group of people, like higher-ups, that had a mask on, right? Like the Dark Shadow Government or the Cabal or Reptilians, whatever you want to say today, right? But they had masks on, and I remember them controlling the kids. Like, yeah, they was like in these. If y'all know Darling in the Franxx, if y'all understand what I'm saying, just go watch it, okay? But they were controlling these kids and stuff like that. And I remember this Verm came, and he's a light being, y'all. Like, he's a light being, and he's like, bro, you know, why are y'all still here? Why are y'all still doing the same things? Like, your bodies are cages. You're stuck here. And what he did is unlock through their crown chakras, their spirit left their body. Straight up, soul, spirit left their body. Their consciousness left their body. Just straight up left from all of them. Like, he unlocked that. It's like you're caged birds in that body, right? And I was just debating that shit. Like, I don't think that because we choose to come here for our own purpose, but that shit made me think twice about, like, damn, like, you know, like, it makes you think about shit, you know? But And this one thing, say I'll pop it up here again. It said, he was like, when the clock source was talking about Vern, it was like, they were a group mind with no physical bodies. That the group mind is unity consciousness, because they were a light being. They were not in a physical body. They were a light being. They were a group mind, unity consciousness, with no physical bodies, which means they are their authentic light body beings. And this is why I was like, bro, this shit, oh my gosh, right, all the way down the rabbit hole, bro. But listen, like, I'm not gonna make this video too long, y'all. If y'all want a part 2, type it down below, okay? Type it down below, all right? But I think I talked about everything I need to talk about today. I didn't want to go too deep, but man, bro, like, I'm telling y'all, like, it's so much. And I've watched at least over 100 anime. Like, I just know for fact I've watched it in episodes. I've watched hundreds of episodes. Like, I watched One Piece, so obviously, so I'm caught up to One Piece. So I've watched at least over 1,000 episodes. Like, at least maybe 2,000, bro. Like, I watch episodes. Like, I watched from 2015 to now. Yeah, I've watched like 2,000 episodes. So, like, over 100 shows. Like, just facts. I just know. But go and watch some of the anime. Naruto. I say go back and watch Naruto. Go back and watch Dragon Ball Z. Just Z, not Ball. If y'all want to go watch the original Dragon Ball from the 80s, go do that. But I would say the ones that has a really message that you can get out of that shit: Naruto, One Piece, and whatever one you feel could get that message more. I want to say Demon Slayer does go in too, but just Naruto and DBZ. Naruto, go back and watch the older ones, okay? The early 2000s, 90s ones. Those are the more organic ones that really show you a lot of things, and Naruto especially. So if y'all don't really watch anime, Naruto, start with Naruto, watch it, because they have the entire Naruto, the original Naruto, and they got the Naruto Shippuden on Crunchyroll. You can also watch it on other sites. They got it on Crunchyroll, Funimation. If y'all don't watch Naruto Shippuden, but the entire base Naruto when he was a kid is on Netflix right now. Go watch it, okay? So, but that's the end of the video. If y'all want a part 2, comment down below. Please comment down below. But anyway, again, my name is Marcus. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Spiritual Academy. I'm out of here. Peace.